Hey guys, Kenny here. I'm here to review the 1999 science fiction movie, The Matrix. And now I have to say that I really do love watching this so much. This stars Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, Carrie-Anne Moss, Hugo Weaving, Joe Pantoliano. I know there's some more. Gloria Foster. And the basic plot about this is Morpheus, played by Lawrence Fishburne, is trying to get Thomas A. Anderson, who likes being called Neo, played by Keanu Reeves, out of the Matrix world and into the real world that they're in. Because Morpheus also believes that he's the chosen one, and Neo is the one who can save them from the machines and make them free for all time. And that's basically it. But what goes on in this movie leading up to that is so beautiful. Like there's a scene when Neo is trying to evade some agents, including Agent Smith, played by Hugo Weaving, who ends up being the lead antagonist through the rest of the story. And that's a really good scene because he hears Morpheus's voice on a cell phone that got mailed to him by, I think it was FedEx, but the voice in that works so well. And then he's out as he's trying to escape from them, he gets out onto the windowsill at the building that he works in, and he's really high up, and he's trying to get to a scaffolding on the other side of this he's trying to get to the other side of this little wall that's on the building, but he doesn't do that, so he lets himself be taken, be arrested by the agents. And while that happened, and Trinity, played by Carrie-Anne Moss, sees that he's being arrested in the side. She's on a motorcycle, so she sees in the side mirror that he's arrested. And then Agent Smith stands there for a little and then looks and knows that she saw them. And the excellent opening scene with Trinity is when she's fighting off agents, and then she gets out of the Matrix. And then one of the most famous scenes in this is when Neo is being interrogated by Agent Smith and the other two agents that are in that room that he's in, interrogation room, and when his mouth starts closing up. And then Agent Smith puts this little bug thing into his belly button, and when Neo wakes up, he thought it was just a dream, but then Morpheus calls him about meeting, and Neo still wants to meet him, so he rides in the car with Trinity and two other people that work with Morpheus, and Trinity knows that he's bugged, so she puts this bug extractor over his belly button, and it is just so, it looks hurtful because it kind of zaps his stomach in order to get that little bug out. And then they get to the building that Morpheus is in. Neo and him have a talk, and Morpheus holds out his hands with a blue pill and a red pill. I think that was right. So if he takes the red pill, he stays in Wonderland. If he takes the blue pill, he goes back to believing whatever he wants to believe, and obviously Neo takes the red pill. And then Morpheus takes him into this room where the rest of the people that work with Morpheus are, and Neo gets kind of plugged into this chair. And then Neo, just out of curiosity, touched this mirror, and then somehow the mirror started growing itself on him, and then went up here, and then it started going into his mouth, and then we go to another moment where Neo wakes up, and then he's in this egg-looking thing, and he's in this some kind of gel, and then the all the pipes that are in him start popping off, and then the plug that's in the back of his head also comes off. But that's when this one of the machines from the machine world start looking at him with that little eye pointing right at him. And then Neo goes down the chute, down this little water pipe into the water, and that's when the Morpheus, Trinity, and the rest of the people that work with him extract him out of the water. And then the training starts when the first training exercise is when Neo and Morpheus are in the Matrix, plugged in. They're showing their digital selves, and they're walking in this city with people bumping into Neo, but no one is bumping into Morpheus. And then Neo thinks it's Agent Smith because he points the gun right at his face, but it really isn't. Then Morpheus says freeze it, and every person around him freezes except them. And then another training moment that's great is when Morpheus jumps from one building to another. Neo tries it, and then he falls down. Then he kind of goes into the street, leaves an imprint, and then he shoots up, and then the street starts wobbling, and then he slams on the street. And then one of the most famous moments is when Morpheus and Neo are fighting each other in this dojo kind of place. I love that so much. And a really, really good gunfight happens when Neo tries to go and see the Oracle. I think he gets to see her, and then that's when the agents get there. Oh no. But that's a good scene when Neo goes to see the Oracle, played by Gloria Foster. There's this boy that bends the spoon, which is beautiful, and then a excellent in-fight scene. 2 fights happen between Neo and Agent Smith. And then another great moment is when Neo tries to save Trinity from a helicopter. So I highly recommend this. If you haven't already, I would highly appreciate it if you would subscribe over here if you're watching the video by itself, or subscribe down here if you're watching the video on my channel.